Hattis Hierophant. I am your tarot reader and I hope you are doing well. Your eyes are not deceiving you. I am back and I have missed you so much. I am delighted and excited to be here to give you your reading, my dearest Virgo, and I hope you've been doing well. Let's get on with it. The center of your reading is that of the Four of Coin. So we're worried about our money and stability. Okay, let's see what Spirit has to say. We're first going to start with your moon energy, but the center of your reading is that of the Four of Coin, and that's about being, and I'm feeling concerned. I'm not hearing that you are resonating in stability. I'm hearing that you are concerned with stability. You are concerned with money and how you're saving it and how it's growing. Let's see. When I go into your moon energy, and your moon energy is where your thoughts are, and it's also where Spirit is working on your behalf. And we have that of the King of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Coin. My dearest Virgo. So the King of Swords, the King of Swords is one of the most intellectual and intelligent of them all. I do feel like that if you seek out what you need to do from a professional, you'll get more assistance. So if we need to seek out someone who can professionally do your resume, or even a recruiter, and for some of you that means different things, recruiter. I'm hearing that some of you, you're going to go to your regular old LinkedIn. Some of you, it's going to be a matter of going through your department is what I'm hearing. So perhaps that's what some of you with a past military experience, right? Perhaps you need to go through your recruiter that way. But I am hearing that you need to go seek help. Yes, I'm hearing that you need to go seek help. And not because you don't know what you're doing, just the market is a bit different than it used to be. So definitely go out there and do your research. Definitely go out there and have someone help you. And the reason I think I feel like I'm struggling so much is because you don't like asking for help, my dearest Virgo. I also have the Three of Wands, and that's all about making a move, right? So you see how she's moving up that ladder is intentional. She has some place to go. She has some place to be, and she needs to get there. And threes are all about taking action. So I'm hearing, Virgo, that you need to get up, you need to get moving, and you need to get out there. And then I also have that of the Two of Coin. And twos are about making a decision, but the great thing about this, you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing everything I'm telling you right now. I feel like Virgo's like, yeah, I know. And that's this energy. It's not about making a decision to do something. It's about having all the facts and deciding to make a move, right? So there's two ways in which you can go. You can decide to do nothing at all, or you can decide to do something. And the way this is set up, as it's laying out, right? She is moving in this direction, in the upward direction. So she has made a choice, right? And this can be male or female. It's just feminine energy. She has made a choice to make a move, and Spirit is encouraging that for you. And the reason I know is because it's in your spirit energy, and your spirit energy is that is happening behind spiritual closed doors. We're expanding because we're expansive, Virgo. And when I expanded on that King of Swords, we have that of the Eight of Coin, honey, and then the Ace of Cups. So we do, Virgo, you're not an emotional human being, at least not outwardly, right? And I love me a Virgo, and I have a lot of Virgos in my life. Thank goodness, because they keep me on track. That's what you do, Virgo. But emotionally, you have been feeling a little irritated by this thing called life, right? You just don't feel comfortable. Welcome that. Because when you start feeling uncomfortable, that means that you are not where you are supposed to be. Discomfort dictates change, right? Like if you go to the gym and you work out, when you first go, you start to feel uncomfortable because you have to change your way of thinking first. Then you have to do the mind to muscle, and the mind to muscle. Now you have to learn the move. And when you first do it, it feels so uncomfortable that you just like, I want to get out of here because I don't know what I'm doing. You know what the key is, Virgo? Consistency. Now, when I go in that two of coins, where you're like, I know what I know, right? Because now we're getting into that energy of like, oh, maybe she's onto something, right? We have that of the Three of Cups, and we have that of the Ten of Cups, and these two needed to be together because your tribe, your family, your family, those two go together because you have a tribe and you have a family. You have the support. So don't think that you don't. You're not alone. And sometimes you feel alone because of the way you think, Virgo. Right? You are a lone ranger type of thinker. And what I mean by that is you have these set ideas in your head because you're afraid to share them because of that loving service energy that you were born under, Virgo. But just know the message here is that you have the support and you have the love. And we want to celebrate you. Now, when I expand on that Three of Wands, right? That Three of Wands is like, get up, go do it. Get up, make a move. And it's so, I don't want to say it's urgent, but I feel like Spirit is demanding it. Get up, make a move, put one foot in front of another, make that next move now, right? And then I get that of the Five of Swords. And then that of the Page of Swords. And the Five of Swords is an uncomfortable change, my dear Virgo. And the reason it's uncomfortable because, come on, Virgo, you like things the way they are. Change for you is just like, nope, I'm sorry. I always go left on Thursdays and I go right on Wednesdays. So stop it. I know I'm talking to you right now. So it's going to be uncomfortable, but change is uncomfortable, Virgo. And it's absolutely necessary. And this is your season of change. And this is the thing, you got the Page of Swords. So that's the beginning stages of information. So this is in the beginning stages of where you need to start learning and researching, asking for help, seeking a professional. You already have the family support. You have tribe support. Let's see how this is going to manifest in your ego. And your ego is where we see you, where things show up, where you show out. And I have that of the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords. One day I'm going to actually wear my glasses to a reading. Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords. So you do have a lot of swords that are going on. And I expanded on that of the Six of Coin. This is in your immediate future. So really, I do see like that. Okay, Virgo. I hate talking about this. I do. But we got to watch our money. Like, seriously. I do feel like that. So I'm feeling like there's these different funnels that need to happen. We need to have a funnel of, yes, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We also need to have a funnel of how our bills are being paid. And we also need to have a funnel of what we invest in, right? And those are just examples I'm using because those are what I know. You know what you know and how it's going to work for you. But all I'm saying is do not keep your money all in one place. I'm no financial advisor. I'm just going by what Spirit is telling me as a collective of Virgos, right? It's not for all of you, but it's for most of you. Yeah. Who is this? What is this? I feel like in this give and take energy, there's a give and take situation that you're in. And I don't know which one you are, right? You only know. But some of us are in the position to where we are taking and not giving. And some of us are in a position where we are giving and they are taking. And some of you, this is a matter of your accounts. And some of you, this is a matter of family. And some of you, this is a matter of your business, right? With the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Wands, now it's time to speak up. The Ace of Wands is a new opportunity that's coming your way in regards of something passionate. And this is the interesting thing about opportunities. Honey, they are like the wind. They will blow over you if you are not present enough to catch it. Are you present enough? I don't feel like you're in your head too much, but I do feel like that you are in the thought process of change. Also, what was in your immediate future is the High Priestess, right? And in this case, I'm feeling like there's some truths that need to come out. There's some conversations that need to happen. And I also have the Ten of Wands and the Emperor, okay? So some of us need to have that I'm hearing that man-to-man conversation, and some of us are women, but what I mean by man-to-man conversation is like, look, just so we are clear, we're equals, right? In your relationship, we are equals. In this partnership, we are equals. We're going to have this man-to-man conversation, toe-to-toe, okay? All the things that are on me, these burdens, I need them released. And I need you to help me with that. And it's an indication that a truth needs to be told. So Virgo, I don't know if you're holding back something. Virgo, I do. I feel like it's you. And I'm not calling you a liar, okay? Don't take it that way. But what I mean by truth is, I get it. This burden of being the planner, of knowing it all, having it together, that's burdenous, right? That's burdenous. Because in that moment where your legs are a little shaky, or you feel a little overwhelmed, or you don't know which way to go, you're afraid to ask for help. So have that man-to-man, that toe-to-toe. Now, also what's showing up in your immediate present is the Six of Swords. That means that we are getting there. We are on our way to a stronger foundation. You know how the center of your reading was the Four of, what is this? The Four of Coins. Because you're looking for some more financial stability. You're headed that way, my dear. That's what that land represents, right? This is where you're headed. And then even a little bit further out yonder is greener pastures. That's prosperity, right? That land is not green because it's not taken care of. That land is not green because it's not nurtured. And that's where you're headed. We just need to get over this emotional hump first. Now, when I expanded on that, I got that of the Four of Cups, a lot of fours, Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. So this is about communication. We need to communicate. We need to communicate the areas in which we're not satisfied, because that's what the Four of Cups is. There's some dissatisfaction there, even though all your needs are being met, right? Yeah. You have a place to live. I have food, you know, I have a job, but maybe the job isn't paying you enough. Maybe your home isn't your home. Maybe your home is too full, right? Whatever this means to you, there's some dissatisfaction there, and you feel a little bit guilty, like, I shouldn't feel this way because I have all my needs met, but why do I feel just a little bit just not satisfied? So we need to communicate that. That's the Eight of Wands. And then here with the King of Cups. My darling, you might as well do it because it is going to land on ears that understand. That's the King of Cups. Right? Out of all the kings that you want to go say, hey, I need some relief of these burdens, that's the one you want to go to. Right? Not the King of Swords, because he'll be like, excuse me. Right? Not the King of Coin. He's like, look, I'm about my money. I don't have time for this nonsense. And not the King of Wands, because he's like, I'm busy doing things I want to do. The King of Cups, he's the one that's like, come talk to me. I didn't know you were feeling this way. I understand. And I'm going to help you out. So those conversations need to happen. And please remember, these are not gender specific, right? It's just energy. Now, in regards to your immediate future, we have that of the Hierophant. And you know what that is? The Hierophant is the most stable. She represents that of stability. She represents that of stability in companies and organizations. She represents that of big entities. And also that of commitment. And you have her right here in your immediate present, along with the Tower. And the Tower is a shakeup, right? Because the state in which you're in isn't sustainable. You holding back isn't sustainable, right? You thinking that you can do it all isn't sustainable. You living in this state of not being satisfied isn't sustainable. This is why this Tower has to happen. It promotes change, and by golly, Virgo, you need it. You deserve it. It's required of all of us. Now, when I expand on that, and we're rounding up your reading here in the immediate future, and I'm expanding on that of the Hierophant, and we have that of the Death, right? Obviously, because we have that Tower moment. So now we have this Death moment to where we have to have a rebirth. We have to have a new start. And then we also have that of the Eight of Cups. Some of us are going to be moving. Some of us are going to be walking away from some of us are going to be physically moving, right? And it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't mean you're going to be moving your whole house. It could just mean that you're moving your offices. It could just mean you're moving your website. It could just mean that you are moving your room. It could just mean that you're moving your stuff around, right? You're organizing to make it more suitable and comfortable for you, right? Because look how neatly those cups are all stacked up. Doesn't look uncomfortable. Just wasn't for you. And then when I expand on that Tower card, we have that of the Ace of Coin. So there's that stability. There's that new opportunity. And that coin represents those things tangible: house, home, job, car, health. Virgo, you represent that of health when it comes to that of the zodiacs. And I'm hearing that we should be watching our health too. I am no doctor, okay? I'm no doctor, but definitely pay attention. If something doesn't feel right, go get it checked out. That's all I'm saying. And then we have that of the Empress. Honey, if I'm going to have two cards together, it's going to be these two right here. The Empress and the Ace of Coin, right? So I absolutely love that energy for you. So I do feel that once we decide to take care of our health, everything is going to fall into place. There's something about that when it comes to you, Virgo. When this right here is good, when you are good physically, you gain clarity. You're one of the only zodiacs that applies to, is when all things seem confusing and uncertain, when you start focusing on you and your health. This avatar in which we have for a very short amount of time. For some reason you gain clarity, so please don't take that lightly. Now, when I expand on your center card, right, where I have that Four of Coin, and there's so much anxiety there. And you know what anxiety is? Anxiety is worrying about the future in which you don't know yet. None of us do. Even here, as I'm sitting here in front of tarot, I am no future teller. All I can do is follow the energy. Because at the end of the day, it's about the decisions that you make, right? So there's no reason to have anxiety about the future, because this is what I do know. It is going to work out. All right, my darling. So we have that of the World. You know what? Your fellow Capricorn also got that too. So I don't know if you have a Capricorn in your life, but there's a journey, there's a change, there's an eruption and a disruption. And what I do like about this is you have the World card, and you have the Tower card, and you have the Death card. Normally, when the only thing that's missing here is the Lovers, If the Lovers was here, I was going to say that, you have a boo that's coming up, but I don't have the Lovers here. But what I do see is this transformation for you. This is what I can predict. And as I'm about to say it, Spirit's like, you know what Virgo's going to say? Of course, it's going to be different. It's a whole new year. But things are going to look so different for you by this time next year. And some of you, I do believe you have a birthday coming up. But you will not be in the same place. You won't be in the same place financially. You won't be in the same place in regards to relationship. You won't be in the same place in regards to job, in regards to website, in regards to career, in regards to social status, right? There's a lot of, and I'm not saying all of those are going to apply to you, Virgo, but you will not be in the same place. And I know that you're saying, like, of course, yes, of course it's going to be different. It's going to be a whole new year. Honey, a year is not that long of a time, right? Some people are in the same spot they were this time last year. That won't be you. And we're rounding this up, Virgo. I also have that of the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, right? Which is, being stuck in your own head. Being stuck about your anxiety and your worry. And I'm telling you right now, you don't have to worry, because the end of your reading is that, my darling, the Wheel of Fortune. The most delightful thing about the Wheel of Fortune, right, is just not luck, even though it is luck, right? Because it's ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is luck. But it's not. You see, because the reason why it's the Wheel of Fortune is because you stuck it out. Because like any wheel, it comes down. And when you're down here is where it's the most uncomfortable, because you're down there with the muck and the guck and the yuck, right? And by the time you're on that upswing, you're still having doubts about how the top is going to look and how the top is going to feel. You're on your way out of that muck. It's a new cycle. This is a major arcana. So this is going to last a minute, and it has to. That's what transformation is about, because we're talking about death, and we're talking about Tower to get you here to the Wheel of Fortune. My darling, that's all I have. I'm so excited for you. I love reading for you, Virgo. Your energy is always just so comforting and relaxing, and I feel like I can just sit next to you and snuggle, and we just read your cards all day. I absolutely adore you. Have a wonderful October.